What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Y'all know it's 7 p.m. on Thursday, so it's time for Tony and Tuck. We're going to get into everything and all kinds of things. If you hear those sounds in the background, that's none other than where y'all need to get to if you need a haircut. Come on down to Christian Cuts over here. What's that address again, Tony?
I'm not giving my address out to everybody. You hit me up.
Christian's Cuts. That's that business. Y'all need to come on over there. Zach Diggs had a cut over there. Zach Diggs. I meant Zach Harrell. Shout out to Zach, though. Zach Harrell had a cut over there last week, head coach at Hanley. We're going to shout out my boy, that coach with Tony over there at Daniel Morgan, Chris Higgs, because he definitely didn't go to Christian's Cuts if y'all seen him recently. But for real, y'all need to come see Christian, man, the young superstar athlete over there at Hanley. He cuts hair, and he does very well, honestly. So I'm surprised. But he does his thing, man. But, Tony, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. We're going to local sports? We're going to talk about the real IDs, the National Guardsman from West Virginia that was killed recently by the White House.
Right.
And we're going to also talk about something a little close to home, ladies and gentlemen, scrubbing those fouls over there. I don't know that. I know it's in Wink City.
Right.
So let's get right into it, Tony. Let's shout out people like Strasburg and Martinsburg. The Birds, they still live in the area. So what's happening with football in the area?
Well, we'll get into, like you just said, we'll jump right into it. Local football, you have Martinsburg and who is it? Morgantown playing for the West Virginia State 4A title tomorrow night. So everybody go check that out if you can. Then also, local schools still in the playoffs is Strasburg plays Pocosin, and they will play the winner of Glenvar and Union in the 2A state semifinals. And then you have in 3A, you still Kettle Run's still alive. They play Liberty Christian and Magna Vista and Lake Taylor play. So in the 3A state semifinal. And in the 4A state semifinal, you have Verena versus Jefferson Forest and Loudoun County versus Lafayette.
So Loudoun County is kind of the area since they used to be in our district.
Right. So let's jump into, good luck to all those teams. Strasburg and all the area schools.
Strasburg and
Martinsburg, they're a hop, skipping, a jump away. So, good luck to all them guys. Go get another state title. Well, shoot, Strasburg ain't got one yet, have they? They've never won in football. They've never won in football, right?
I don't know the history.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think they have. But hey, basketball season started. Haley's ranked number 1 in the state in 4A.
And haven't played anybody yet, so I'm not worried about that. But
so preseason.
Shout out to James Wood, Michael Bell, and Coach Higgs and all of them. Man, they got their first win against Clark County by about 18 points the other night. Good win.
Correct. Yeah. So congrats to Chris Higgs. My former running mate, coaching. He's out there doing this thing at James Wood on the varsity level. So speaking of that, Chris, I think did I not? Oh, that was the other night. So this was last night's games. Basketball games in the area. Culpeper County defeated Manassas Park 57-25. Kettle Run fell to Millbrook 59-49. So I think Millbrook's 2-0 now because they beat someone the other. I forget who it was. And then Sharando fell to Central 47-39.
Yeah, and that's where my young boy's at, Matthew Owens.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first team all state last year with the John Marshall boys. 3 John Marshall kids and Matthew Owens. Shout out to Matt, man. I wish he went to Hanley. Because no lie, y'all lucky I'm not down there coaching like Zach and them, Tony. I would have had Matthew Owens, Derek Petit, Zayden Burks, all them at Hanley. We already got the squad. Hanley got the best team hands down. Some of the bench players would have started on each other's teams, but
right.
I would have done like John Marshall. I'm like, why y'all so good? Well, we're gonna show you why we good.
Right.
And we ain't good. We great.
Mm-hmm.
But Zach, no lie, I'm putting all the pressure on Zach this year, man, because.
Well, I'm sure they got enough pressure. You being
the coach for a lot of us, and Toten and everybody else. Like we've all went to states with these coaches and never won.
Right.
We've also never had a team that's played together like this with like 8 deep of seniors. You guys are stacked, and now you've got other people like Jameer Washington, the people playing, and you've moved Jack up, and you got a secret weapon we won't talk about yet, a freshman, super shooting sensation, a junior Will. We're not talking about all that, but Zach, you going all the pressure's on you this year.
Oh, hey, they're a target's on their back this year.
Coach. I keep it
The
real.
target.
Zach gonna be a college coach somewhere. Zach got knowledge of coaching, but for right now, it's about Hanley and getting it done, man. I don't want no excuses. I'm tired of excuses. We've lost with everybody.
Well, they should get it this year. It should be their year.
It should be
let's speak on.
It should be with Mike Brown, and it should be with everybody that's come through from LA and John Thompson and Marcel, and we've lost all of them. So let's go get it done, Zach. I'm being serious, man. I'm so tired of every year getting so hyped for us, and the next thing you know, I should have just felt like I've been my whole life as a Knicks and a Redskins fan. We just fucking lose. Like, as great as we can be, and we still lose when it matters. So come on, Zach.
Right.
Putting the pressure on you. You might not have came through with the ice cream truck, but guess what? You come through over here real quick with these stations.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach, I'm cutting up on you, man. No lie, but guess what? It's nothing but love, man. You're the greatest coach in the area, but you ain't won no ring yet. Millbrook got a ring. Let's go get that.
Yeah, right.
For real, well, let me. Shout out to Jordan Sugars, the twins,
right,
and Eric NBA Green. Let's shout out them because they won states. But I'm tired of losing, Tony. And your son is a superstar over there right now. Let's get it done.
I'm with you, 100%. I'm excited for the season to start. So let me. There's games tonight. 2 local games. If my phone stops acting up, but you have Orange County plays Liberty. And Fauquier plays Warren County. That's tonight.
Well, I'm going for Liberty, and I'm going for Warren County.
And then tomorrow night, Friday, you got Manassas Park versus Goochland. Liberty plays Skyline. Millbrook plays Broadway. Kettle Run plays Meridian. And Jameswood plays Fauquier.
I'm going for Jameswood and Skyline. All the area schools, man. I'm definitely not worried about... Yo, no lie, where's Coach Zach? What's his name? Smith.
Smith, what, the football coach?
Yeah, my boy, I think I said his name earlier. Jake Smith?
Yes, you're correct.
Hey, shout out to the coach of the year in football, man. You got a lot of players and squad over there. Now they're going to basketball, some of them. But I really think Hanley needs to learn, if y'all don't play in Martinsburg, it's time to give up on Kettle Run. So y'all, Millbrook, Jameswood, Sharando, everybody in the area in the Kettle, and all they do is run y'all down. Kettle Run owns our area. Tony, Hanley's lost like 6 years in a row of football to them. I'm sorry, as great as
I can't
never beat that.
I can't argue it. I mean, you're right. They own us now.
Why do we keep losing to them? Like, what do they do that's better than us? Be honest. Because I'm not down there. Are they better? Or do they have better talent? Are they more well coached? Is it a competition? They're a better program?
No, they have a great program. You know that. They're always in the state in 3A. But they're just well coached. They're disciplined. You know, they're tough. They're physical. So, and you got to match their physicality a lot. You know, they're a tough team. You can't take nothing from them. I mean, they're well coached and you know they've built something there. They got a good program. But to me, Hanley could have. There's no way they're 34-0 dogs to the team they had this year. So
is that what they lost to them too?
Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah, I think it was 34-0, something like that.
Well, then they
at home.
That's what Hanley is. Let's keep it real, Tony. When we get to states or we play a team like Kettle Run, we just can't beat them. And I'm not gonna make excuses. It's the truth. Hanley, Winchester, like, we got to do something, man. Like, that's unbelievable, Tony, that team I've never even heard of because they didn't exist when we was growing up. They just run through Hanley.
Who?
And you, Sharando, and Jameswood, and Millbrook. They run through the area.
Mm-hmm.
They whoop Skyline. They whoop everybody.
Right. But I've always said it, you know, football players, like, you get the southern teams, you know, Southern Virginia, you got to be able to spread the field. You got to be able to air it out.
Kettle Run ain't Southern Virginia.
Unless you – I'm not talking about Kettle Run. I'm talking about the Jefferson Farinas and Dinwitty's and
we just
all,
lost the Jefferson Forest, which is
all
the
those
county
schools.
outside of Lynchburg.
So, yeah, you got to be able to, you know, mix it up. So, that's just my opinion on it. Anyway, but they had a good team this year. They should have went. Everybody knows, you know, maybe they should have went further. But hey, that's why they play the game. You know. So it's
Well,
done
we're
and
all
over with.
excited for Hanley basketball. I know one thing. Tony said there's games tonight, tomorrow night. He ain't mentioned Hanley and Zach and Christian and Will. And
Because they're first.
when the hell do they play? Are they scared to play
December 13th.
next?
But that was the
Friday?
whole point. They pushed it back because as far as they could because a lot of the basketball players were playing football.
And they counted their eggs before they hatched and thought they were going somewhere they didn't go.
Right.
Which is why I'm going to keep it real, and I always do, Tony, and you know me. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all live in Winchester, y'all know this young man, Tristan Darling. I wish he was playing basketball this year, but shout out to Miss Lee, who we just had on the show, and shout out to the swimming team in the area. He's swimming this year. He's on the team, right, Tony?
Right, correct, yeah. As far as I know, he's swimming.
Amazing workout to get better and stronger as a player, especially when you're coming to trying to recover from an injury. So that's dope for him. But if he played basketball, I'd start him at the point guard. And I didn't say nobody else starting or not starting yet. So y'all need to get out your feelings. I would have started Christian because sometimes you got to understand the truth. You start the best. And I would start Christian. Christian definitely starting. I would start Tristan.
Christian or Tristan?
I would start them both and go win states. But we still got Javon, Kyron, and Will and Amari in them. Now, I want y'all to start using the football players that also played. The receiver, defensive back that led the area in defensive picks.
Amari? Or no, Isaiah Baxter. But shout out to Amari.
He needs to get some burn on that court. And Jack White, there's some players, man. Jack Gonzalez, y'all have players that can hoop. Let them get 3, 5, 7, 8 minutes here and there, man. Let them play and reserve the legs of Christian and Will and all them because y'all gonna win states. Y'all gonna have to do it right.
Right.
Y'all gonna go to Oak Hill.
But shout out to Amari though. Now that you mentioned Amari Brown, he's got 2 offers in football, Fairmont State and CNU.
Which is why you should never doubt yourself, and you should never think you just have to play one sport because Amari's an amazing athlete all around. Right. His dad was first team all district in all areas. Shout out to Travis. But Amari might be such a great athlete that he's going to go to college for football instead of basketball.
Yep. And Isaiah Baxter.
And in basketball, short is not really the word they like. But
yeah,
in football,
right.
Man, he can run, he can play, he can hit. Like, that might be good for him. But, Dad, shout out to Amari for real. That's dope. And what's his name? Zaquan. There's a couple of people I've been seeing getting some offers and shit lately.
What's that?
What's his name? Williams? Zaquan or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah, what about Zaquan Williams? What about him?
Yeah, he gets some offers too, I seen. So I'm like, shout out.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah, I missed that.
I don't even know him, but shout him out. Like, good at
Right. Sorry, Chris. I'm getting a text, but losing my train of thought.
No, it's fine. I don't lose mine. I'm on the trains all day. That's how I got to and from work today. So we're going to keep it moving just like the trains.
Right. All right, so let's keep it moving. That's enough about Hanley.
Well, I would say enough about Hanley, but our biggest shout-out needs to go to Stephen Daly. So it's still...
Yes. Leading the nation in TFL's tackles for loss.
What'd you just say?
Right now.
Leading what? Leading the area?
No, the nation.
The
NCAA. The nation.
Oh, the region.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to him and big game coming up too. The Big Ten championship with Indiana and Ohio State 1 and 2.
Ohio State's definitely picked to beat him. Ohio State's got the best team, the most NFL ready players, but they don't have Stephen Daly.
Correct.
Who them bum-ass Winchester Rising Stars set me and Wayne and them up a couple years ago and made us play them dudes. Tony and Tyrus.
I didn't set that. But I didn't set that up.
As much as not growing up there and stuff, I came back one time and played, and I played against Big Meach, who's the best ball player from the area probably ever, and then Stephen Daly, who's probably the best football player ever from the area. So shout out to those kids, man. They're doing great. We're going to get Meach on the show coming up soon. But right now, we're talking about Stephen Daly. And Tony, I think he's going to the NFL.
He has a great chance.
If you didn't watch or hear the game this past Saturday, all they was talking about is he's one of the best players in the conference, which is Big Ten, which is Michigan, Ohio State, and all them. And then they was like, he might be All-American. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Even if he's
Yeah.
not, it don't matter. Like, he's going to the NFL.
I hope he does. He has
Shout
a
out to
shot.
Stephen Daly and his whole family, man. Winchester Hanley, stand up real quick, because that young man,
Right.
he's doing something.
Yep. Good stuff. So, Chris, to keep this moving, because, you know, my Cowboys are playing tonight, let's jump right into the National Guard who were shot, the two
Those
National
two
Guard that were
military
shot.
people from West Virginia?
Yeah, from our local area.
Didn't you tell me that one of them's from Martinsburg? The young woman.
I know one of them is,
The young
but-
woman's from Martinsburg.
so I don't know where the other one is. Their names are Sarah Beckstrom, she was only 20 years old, and Andrew Wolf was only 24. And they were ambushed in D.C. And you can try to, the guy they've arrested, and you can go on it. I ain't even trying to say his name because I'll butcher the hell out of that.
Because they're trying to blame it on somebody from the Middle East. They said he's Afghan, which is Afghanistan. And
Right.
I did a DNA test about 3-4 years ago. Shout out to this young lady that helped raise me on Highland or Fairview back in like 83, 84. I did a DNA test and I got Afghanistani in my blood, and I'm 40% Pakistani. But guess what? That's neither here nor there. They blaming people from the Middle East, knowing that it's a lie because they just want to start another war. But they want to start the wars always with the Middle East when there's never been people from the Middle East over here bothering us. And you guys can say 9/11 or whatever you want. We know that was fake and a false flag and all that too. We keep it real. It's Tony and Tuck, and this segment is I don't give a fuck. Because it's true. My biggest thing, Tony, is those two members that were killed, okay, they're military. They're National Guard. It doesn't matter if they're from West Virginia, Martinsburg, and the other was from wherever he's from. Woof. But guess what? My thing is, if they're U.S. military, and we ride hard for our country, right, as people, and the American flag and the banner and the Star Spangled Banner and all, y'all gave Charlie Kirk, a podcaster, all this love and moments of silence and vigils in Winchester, but haven't once even mentioned these people being killed on your Facebook. I'm calling everybody out. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. Why y'all talking about all that Charlie Kirk shit, but you ain't even talking about these two military people that were just killed by the White House last week, Tony? What's your take on that?
I mean, I completely agree. You make a good point. It's like, how come we put flags at half staff for people who don't even deserve it? You know what I mean? You're muted, Chris.
Oh, yeah. Charlie Kirk.
There you are. So,
no, they had vigils in Winchester and everything. They shut the town down talking about, oh, you guys are ignorant.
Right. So
but they haven't mentioned these two people once.
So people who defend our country, you know, in the military, give us our freedom, we don't do nothing for.
I think it's none of that. I think it's the media and the people brainwashing, and they blew it up so big to make people think they had to care about somebody named Charlie Kirk. And it's not about him or anybody else. It's the fact that this was a person that does podcasts like Tony and I. Y'all would never raise no flags, and Trump would never bring us up. But because of him having his money with Israel and everything else, and Trump and all them trying to pull his strings.
Right.
Oh, Charlie Kirk died. Shut the fuck up. Because you haven't said one thing about these military members dying. And they got gunned down by the White House. So I'm tired of hearing the bullshit. Y'all need to keep it real with people.
Right. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm with you. Like, the whole Charlie Kirk thing, we spoke on it before. Basically, you know, what a douchebag. Honestly, it's just like if you support Trump, same thing. Like, I don't know how y'all support him. I don't know how y'all follow Charlie Kirk and talk about, oh, he was a great debate, you know, and like making a movement, basically. Like, what movement?
He didn't.
He was, you know, what he was trying to do.
So-called people they want to start wars with.
But what he was trying to do is why was he going to college campuses and speaking for what?
Because he knows he could talk to 18 through 20-year-olds and get his way.
And try to manipulate them, and that's all he tried to do was brainwash these young students.
They wanted to brainwash the younger generation.
Yes. Go watch when he's on with I believe it's Bill Maher interviews him.
Well,
and Bill Maher, Yeah, puts him in his place. He had nothing to say when he debated a grown ass man or he got put in his place.
Tony, you don't have no viewers tonight? Nobody in there?
Oh, a couple.
Shout them out.
From what I see, I'm not sure who.
I'm gonna shout out some of our biggest followers and viewers and support recently. Mm-hmm. Mike Dolman, Mike Hamrick, Patrick Burks, of course, Nikki Moten Dinges, Mike Arculin. Some of the people that's really been doing it. Shout out to Zach that followed us starting last week, which is surprising because he was on the show like 2 years ago. But you know, Tony, we keep it real all the way. Man.
Better late than never, I guess.
But honestly, people, no lie, we're gonna keep it moving because we're not gonna hold y'all too long tonight. But
yeah, we spoke about that.
Worry about a dude named Charlie Kirk and a podcast person that debated college-age students because he got killed. But when 2 military people got killed, and for Winchester and for the area, Martinsburg, all y'all that's listening, they from Martinsburg. The woman's.
That's what I want to know. We live in this area.
Anything in the area about it?
I was just about to say it, Chris. I'm like, somebody chime in. It's like, what did they do anything at the air base? I mean, I'm sure at the air base. I hope they would have.
Influencing and help. Yeah, they wasn't helping Trump and Netanyahu and Israel and everything else. And when he turned that money down, they killed him. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. Y'all need to stop that bullshit, Tony. Let's get right into the digital ID, man, because this shit really makes me.
Go ahead. That was you're right. I've never.
Shout out to Italy, but digital ID is coming for all of us, and it's already been released on iPhones.
But what is it?
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, don't get it.
What did you say?
Black, white, left, right. Black, white, left, right. Fat, skinny, rich, poor, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, whatever. It don't matter what you are. Don't get it.
But what country did you say shut down?
Humans. We're all humans. We're supposed to stick together. We don't have a culture in this country because
what country shut down, Chris?
Italy. Italy hasn't went to work in 2.5, almost 3 months as a nation. The economy has collapsed. The people have taken over. And it's because they don't want to get it, and they're not. There's a lot of people in England and other places that's trying to do the same thing. Mm. But I was talking to Tony earlier, and I've talked to a few other people. The reason we won't do it is because we don't have our own culture.
To me, we're too diverse, which is a good thing, but a bad thing. It's like we don't come together.
Have a culture because the whole culture is genocide, and that's the reason we're fine with Gaza and everything else that's happening right now. Because this whole country started by killing people and taking over.
Right.
So in the end of the day, we really don't have an identity. And I'll get into a little more and get right back into what we're talking about. But the whole reason ICE and everything else is going down is because we're trying to get rid of everybody who doesn't look white or from this so-called country when nobody's from here, unless you're a Native American, so to speak, or an indigenous person. Let's keep it real. So, Tony, we don't have an identity. We're never going to be able to do what Italy does. Because I have black friends, white friends, and all in between. And they're all, I got to work. Which is what we're doing. We're working for those elite people. I got kids. Okay. Them kids ain't going to have no future if we ain't going to help them.
Right.
And that's how I feel, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I had 2 shots earlier. I'm feeling hype. This is how
you're a little hype. I can't calm you down at all.
No, but
I'm just letting you roll.
No lie. Y'all can watch any podcast you want, so we're happy you're here with us. You can listen to anybody you want. I called it Brothers with Opinions when Wayne, Tony, and them Zeb asked me about it a few years ago. And it's because we're just brothers and don't care what we look like, and we just got opinions. Like, take it for what it is. We're telling you the truth or a lie. We're just telling you our opinion. Take it for what it is, and some of it's true. But you take it for what it is. End of the day, Tony, I'm tired of the bullshit fuckery that so many people's afraid of everything. So they dumb it down and don't say certain things. And honestly, they're not who they are behind closed doors. Be yourself at all times.
Right. I agree. Too many fake people.
I'm not getting a
out there.
ID, Tony.
Well, don't.
I hope
I'm not
you and Max Schutz and Mike Jenkins and Patrick Burks and everybody I love don't get it. Nobody.
I don't know.
Williams, Gary Cow, all y'all don't get it. Ann Bromley, Jen Bromley, Maddie Bromley. None of y'all get that shit, man. We not getting it. Justin Brown, Jason Dinges, don't get it. Kia Jones, Siobhan Thomas, I'm shouting at everybody I know. Giannis Antetokounmpo, don't get that shit. Now let's get right into Giannis, because I know y'all people don't like to hear so much about politics, but honestly, end of the day, that's just what it is. It's true. We get people killed in the military, and we brainwash those 18, 19-year-olds to join the military, and then when they get killed for defending the country or whatever happened, there's nothing about them. But then a podcaster dies that does the same shit as Tony and I, except for we don't brainwash kids. They get visuals and moments of silence. And then the digital, they just trying to take our freedoms away. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all people, think for yourself, think outside the box, do some own research for yourself, and stop thinking everything you see in the news is real, because the same fucking families that we're telling you to disagree with is the same families that give us all of our news.
Right. Well, let's jump right into, you said what you had to say. You got that off your chest. So let's jump into this Giannis trade, because that's your New York Knicks right there.
You said Giannis?
Yeah.
Damn, you see, Tony ain't never been to Greece. Me neither, but I cook a lot with Greece. And his name is Giannis.
Giannis
Antetokounmpo, and every fucking 30 teams in the league.
I'm glad you can say it. I don't even try to say his last name.
Well, I love basketball, so I know what it is. It's like saying I don't know who Christian Henderson and Will Brown doing are. I know they.
Right.
Shout out to Javon Briscoe.
Well, what do you think about? Baby. So, what do you think about the trade?
Well, I hope my Knicks get him, and I hope we don't have to gut our whole team for him. But I get it. When you have a chance to get one of the 3 or 4 best players in the NBA and one of the top 20 players ever, you take a chance, because we've never had somebody like that.
And then who else did they get? Dylan Brooks?
Well, that's a possibility of a trade, but it's just...
So this isn't final yet?
Giannis is possibly being traded right now to like 30 teams, but there's only like 3 or 4 teams that really have a legit chance with their assets and their draft picks, including OKC and the Lakers. But the Knicks are the team he said he wants to go to, and I love it because I'm a Knicks fan.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. Where would you like to see him go?
So hold on, this isn't official yet?
Hell no.
I thought it was official. Oh, so he hasn't officially been traded yet.
No, he asked for a trade yesterday.
Oh, shoot! You had me thinking that was the trade which you sent. I mean,
that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Well, but bigger news to me is when I heard you guys, in our little fantasy chat, that he faked an injury last night or something.
And I've never seen him do nothing like that.
Right.
I've never even seen him flop. He faked the whole injury last night. Dude, nobody was around him. He fell down by the foul line and just laid there and called for the medical staff to come get him. That's
how bad he wants out of.
And then Doc Rivers, after the game, Doc Rivers was like, "Oh, we're sending him to get an MRI." And then they were like, "Thank God it's not an ACL tear." And now all of a sudden he's out 1 to 2 weeks. But really, that's how it starts when you want to trade and you want to force your way out of somewhere.
Right, but to me, it's not the right way to do it. We're old,
but
these players these days, they're different.
But he's giving them everything, and he helped that city win a championship, dude. Have you ever been to Milwaukee? You don't know anybody who's been to Milwaukee.
No, never been to Milwaukee. I've been everywhere else, but
the
not
last
Milwaukee.
time you went to Milwaukee, you was probably in college drinking one. Milwaukee's best. And you're so old, you went to college in the 90s. So.
Stop telling my age. But to me, that's what popped out more is him faking the injury. Like, I know he wants to be traded. I mean, that's known.
Dude, and he never does nothing like that. Like, he doesn't even flop.
Right? Yeah, I can't recall him ever.
Big, strong guy.
Right.
Yeah, last night showed like he was like, all right, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like I'm done with it all. So I don't know where he ends up.
Basketball trade. Where would you like to see him?
Well, of course with the Lakers.
What about with Luka?
That's what I'm saying. Of course with the Lakers, but so.
Well, you guys have a chance to get him.
Yeah, that's true. Imagine if that happened, Luka and.
It's not hard to imagine. You've had Shaq and Kobe and Kareem and Magic. You've had all the greats. So that's what happens in LA.
Right.
It's time for the Knicks to get one.
Y'all, he's gonna want to go to a big market.
He said he wanted to go to New York.
Yeah, New York, LA. To me, that's where he's gonna want to go. Because
It's only New York and LA. There's nobody else.
Right. Like that's the only places I can see him going.
Chicago, but
It's either or.
Been good since Jordan.
I mean, you could always throw Boston in there because they're just such a
600,000 people.
Well, I know, but they're
Norfolk
just such
has
a
1.2 million. Norfolk's twice as many people as Boston.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying franchise popularity, wise.
Of course,
so,
but he ain't going.
Like you ain't turning down going to Boston.
He's not leaving Green to go to Green.
Well, he might.
No, yeah, Green.
He's just chasing that green. That's all he's doing.
He's already won a ring, so at the end of the day, he's solidified.
Right.
He won a ring with Milwaukee when nobody even talks about Milwaukee ever.
Right. So,
what about your Dallas Cowboys play tonight against Detroit? That's got big playoff implications.
Yeah, I mean, hey, how about my Cowboys? I mean, they're killing it right now.
But
hey, two games that you done beat the Chiefs, done beat the Eagles. Yeah, so now Detroit, we win this game, bro. I'm saying we can probably win this division.
The only thing that's gonna fuck y'all up is Christmas.
Braylon, you're a little let Braylon's chime in. He's like, "How do we feel about the Indiana Ohio State game coming up?"
We feel Stephen Daly's gonna eat.
I'm taking. I mean, I'm probably being biased because Steven's on it, but I think Indiana definitely has a chance. They have a tough.
Ohio State's picked to crush it.
Because I think I saw that they have great defensive back. Because Ohio State always has, like you said, pro receivers,
and they're called wide receiver university.
Yeah, so it's like I've heard Indiana's DBs are nice. Like they're top statistically in the nation. I think
I mean, you're not undefeated after 12 games or whatever, 10 games.
But it'll be a good game.
But no lie, Ohio State's picked to win, and rightfully so.
Oh, of course they are. Yeah, they just Indiana's just.
Hey, Braxton, who'd you say his name? Braxton.
Braylon Miller. You know him.
Well, hell yeah, big beast receiver with the fro. He used to dunk on people. I wish he could play there. Look. Hey, while we shouting out Indiana, their coach came from where, Tony?
JMU.
And JMU is undefeated, crushed through their conference. And if UVA, who we're going to shout out to Virginia Wahoo, if they lose on Saturday to Duke, JMU has a legit chance to be in that playoff. But I don't think they will. I think they'll still give it to Auburn or an LSU kind of school before they ever think about JMU. But JMU, shout out to JMU.
Yeah,
they're still great without the coach that's now over in Indiana with Stephen Daly. And my dream matchup would be to see them two in the championship. But yeah, to me the only way JMU gets in is if Duke upsets Virginia in the ACC champion because they're not. The committee is not going to put a 5-loss team in the playoff. Yeah, to me, from there you just put the best in at that. So if Virginia loses, which they shouldn't, they should dominate in that game. And it be in the playoff, which is exciting stuff. So for the Cavaliers, because they're having an historical season this year. I think it's their best start ever. Only the second time they 10-2 or their regular season record was. I've never heard of Indiana football being good.
Hey, it's the coach.
It's Stephen
when
Daly.
He went there from JMU, they were good last year.
He brought half of his team with him.
Yeah, a lot of the kids followed him. Yeah, so. But I mean, JMU obviously ain't hurting too bad because
look at certain kids like Amari and Christian and them to help their football program out.
Right. Well, you never know. The word might be out there.
What about JoJo? JoJo might help him.
Yeah, you never know. So, but hey, Steven is a private. Where did he start? Kent State is where he's. And he transferred to Indiana. Yeah, so he transferred to Kent or Indiana for his senior year. So. But yeah, man, we'll wrap this up. The Cowboys gonna win tonight. We'll get back to that real quick because, like I say, Chris,
You guys are
Cowboys.
6-5-1.
Yes, I believe
And
6-5.
they're 7-5, so it's a huge game.
Oh, so to me, if Dallas wins this game, they have a hell of a shot to win the division. Because I feel the Eagles remind me of what a couple years ago when they started out, and then they just lost 5-6 games in a row.
Well, if you beat them, be 7-6, you'll be 7-5-1. So you'll jump ahead of them by half game.
Right.
By game because you have the tiebreaker with them.
Right.
This game is huge.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Zeb, I know you're
Huge game.
listening, and my bad to you and Wayne because we didn't get into one of the topics we was going to discuss, but it's kind of, I guess it's touchy for people in the area, especially you and Wayne, but the reason you guys haven't really been a part of the podcast, man, we didn't really want to bring it up, but you guys over there scrubbing them fouls and shit, man,
Oh. We'll talk about the Epstein files
I don't know that building
later.
over there with the FBI building in Winchester, but I know people seen it. You can be in Arkansas, you can be in California, and you can be in Hawaii, and they can be like, "Where's them files being scrubbed?" In some town outside of D.C. called Winchester.
Right.
Well, we know
Yeah,
people.
we're in the news for the wrong reason. Our hometown. We're in the news for the wrong reasons.
Winchester people are scrubbing those files. That's a fucking nuts out of this.
Right. Yeah. Well, a lot of people we're in the area where a lot of government buildings are. FBI, ATF, everything's in this area.
Yeah, fuck all them.
A lot of stuff.
Another word, they're all fucking they're gangs. COP, the cops are gangs. FBI, the CIA, all gangs, all legal gangs.
Right,
Okay.
right.
The digital ID. Don't tell me no shit about Christian Kirk if you don't care about your own military members getting killed. And enjoy life, ladies and gentlemen. Just because we got certain things going on, we discussed, that's what we want to do, and that's BWO, man. But
Right.
in the end of the day, enjoy your life. We're called Brothers with Opinions for a reason. It's an opinion. Take it for what it is. Agree or disagree, that's cool. We keep it moving, we kick rocks, and we still see you tomorrow. But go enjoy your fucking life. Go out there and support the local sports, the local kids, whether they play soccer or volleyball. Shout out to James Wood again, 4 times in a row, women's state champs. Amazing.
Yeah.
We're trying to get their coach on soon. But y'all want to be a guest? Y'all want to get down? There's a million ways to reach us, from Tony and his wife and his kid to me, to email, to Facebook, to whatever else we got, Tony, X and Instagram and
All of it.
YouTube. Hit us up, man, for real.
And everyone, please subscribe. I know there's somebody. Let me know. Is the YouTube subscribe button up on our screen? You see it, Chris?
A second to click it. It doesn't even take a second. Just hit your finger on it.
Well, I know, but I want to know if it's up there. I don't see it on my
We had
screen.
100-something viewers last week, but we still only had one new follower last week, which was Zach Harrell. Shout out to our top subscribers this week. Who was it, Tony? Our top viewers: Patrick Burke, Mike.
Patrick, Michael. Yep.
Same name.
Yep. Hey, everybody. Hey, we appreciate the follow, because what do we have? 751 to be exact followers on Facebook. Hey, carry that energy over to YouTube. Carry it over to YouTube and subscribe.
It takes 2 seconds, for real. We're not upset that y'all don't. We just don't get it. It's kind of confusing. Most people care about Janet Jackson's birthday or Kobe passing away. But don't give 2 fucks about local military dying, or Tony and Tuck, or Mike and Dwayne, or Josh Kirby and all their local podcasts. Go show support, man. Show love. Don't talk about you and Christian Vengeance when he makes the NBA if you ain't fucking supporting him right now. I don't want to hear that. I'm like, I don't remember you. Because I'll be protective of my nephew. Don't y'all do that. Zayden Burks, don't jump on Zayden Burks nuts if y'all ain't supporting him right now.
Right. Exactly.
Don't do that. Stephen Daly too. If y'all ain't fucking with Stephen Daly and y'all ain't supporting him right
Chris,
now.
that's a whole nother topic. You know how people come out the woodworks.
I know, but we keep it. Look, it's all about showing love at the end of the day. We might have topics.
That's one thing people, Chris. That's one thing people can't say about me and you is we show support for everybody.
But that's what it's supposed to be, man. I only love the people I know the most. I support them, but I don't know. I'm not going to support them more than I support Josh Kirby, Mike Dolman, and Dwayne Clark, and I'm not going to support them more than Christian Vengeance and Zach Harrell and Chris Higgs and James Wood and Sharando Millbrook.
Right.
That's me, and I don't even live down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asking y'all to support no shit here in Brooklyn, no shit here in New York, but it's about the area what we care about, man. Y'all got something to say, come and get on. And that includes my people out here in New York, man. Y'all want to discuss something, hit us up. Get on the show, man. Car Rush, where you at? Like, wait.
We're working on that. We're working on that.
Mike and Terry Boyd, we're going to hit y'all up soon, man. We'd like to get y'all on Justin Brown. We know we've been waiting for you for a couple of years. But look, y'all got to holler at us too, man. Everybody got lives. We get it. But come on, say what you got to say. Speak the piece, whether it's a topic you got, something you want to push, a business you're dealing with, an event you got going on. So come tell us. Tony, you got any birthdays this week?
Not off the top of my head. Nobody's birthdays. No, but it was my father's birthday on the 30th. I'll say that. So happy belated.
Roger.
In heaven. Yep. So I know that. Other than that, no, I don't have any birthday shout outs. You're the one that's supposed to take care of that.
Well, I celebrate my birthday.
So, all right, Chris, we'll wrap this up real quick because the game's coming on. We've been on there running our mouth. So everyone, like Chris is saying, go support us. Yeah, not hard. Go follow us or like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Because put your pointer finger down and hit subscribe. Bing. It doesn't cost you nothing. We don't charge.
Yeah, we ain't charging nothing. At least not yet. That's when we start getting that exclusive content. But hey, everybody, thanks. Huh?
Go enjoy your team. Win or lose, go enjoy the game, man. The rest of y'all, go enjoy your night. Have fun. If you haven't eaten dinner yet, enjoy a nice dinner, a nice meal. Talk to your kids. Hug your wife or your husband and your mom and dad, whoever's around, that's your loved ones. Enjoy the night, man. Enjoy the time with them. Call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Catch up. See how they're doing. Because before you know it, we're all gone, man. So we're going to keep on BWO out until the wheels fall off. It's only 4 months away from 5-year anniversary, Tony. So shout out to you, man. You put something together, man. We still doing it.
Right.
And like I said, Wayne, my brother and one of my best friends ever in life, but him and Zebo foul. So Wayne right now. But for real, man, I appreciate you and what you've done in almost 5 years, man. So be proud.
Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate you. Love you. Like you said.
Middle school in the area. What's up, baby?
What's that?
You heard what I said. The only undefeated coach in middle school in the area.
Nah, I was undefeated 2 years in a row, and then we lost 3 last year.
Because you lost Tristan in it. That's why.
Yeah, but we still ended up winning the VHS. But we lost 3 last. That was my first 3 loss at Danny Morgan as head coach. So, but still won champion 3 years in a row. I do what I do. That's all I say. I do what I do.
Shout out to you and Sharice Long and everybody else that's out there that's been hooping and coaching and teaching the kids the right way throughout the years, man. Larry Norman.
Yeah, appreciate it. I learned from Larry Norman.
Yep. Ernest Chambers, Patrick Cooney, the coach that came up through us. Brendan Miller, Shelly Lee, all them coaches, man. But shout out to yourself, Tony, for the podcast, man. Almost 5 years strong and being one of the best coaches in the area.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Because a lot of times you feel like you don't get that love or respect. To me, I've always said coaching's a thankless job. Yeah, a thankless job. You just got to keep pushing it.
For me now, and that's it. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, but you just do it for. I tell people in the coaching, I've been around a lot. It's like people want to stop doing it because of parents, this, that. But ultimately, you're doing it for the kids. That's what you're doing it for, to make them better people and humans. Point blank is all it is. It's bigger than the sport. You know what I mean? In life.
It's about you.
Teach them, you want to teach them life lessons along the way as well. Just make them good people.
Yes, sir.
And that's it. Yeah. But hey, Chris, let's go enjoy this game. Go watch my Cowboys. Go destroy the Lions tonight. And hey, man, we'll be back on next Thursday.
That's it.
Bigger and better. All right, bro. Love you. And everybody, thanks for joining in.
All right, bro. Love you too, man. Y'all be safe. Have a blessed night, man.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy these last couple weeks of what y'all like to call the year.